And we don't like to stop the music here either. This is UK Black. I'm Merisha. We're here until 10. But for now, we are absolutely talking about the music. Joining me now is our very talented rapper, C4. He's come in to discuss his new album. How you doing?
I'm good, How are you?
I am good. You're looking very summery, sir.
Thank you. So are you?
Do you know what? The sun was shining a little bit earlier, you know what I mean? And a little bit of TMI. But right now, my toenails are like this green. So I was like, let's just run with the colour in it. Let's just see where we end up. So here we are. But yeah, recently you had a very successful and packed out album launch.
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit about Between the Lions from C4.
So that listening party was sick actually. Big up everyone that came out. But so Between the Lines is my latest project. I've been working on it for 2 years, and basically it's like an update of my life, but it's a deeper sort of dive into everything that's been going on. I touched on a lot of subjects, relationships, depression, just life in general, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's a very, very deep project, but it's not sad, I would say as well. That sounds very moody, but it's not. It's very uplifting as well, and it's all positive. So yeah, I think it's really needed today.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, what inspired you to put together a compilation of this type?
I think it was just the right time, and I had a lot of changes in my life. I started going gym a lot.
We share that passion.
Yeah, come on, I see you as well. And like, I feel there was a shift after I dropped my last mixtape, and it had to be documented, you know what I mean? And it was just like a natural sort of journey into what I was creating. It wasn't planned. I make music anyway, but what was actually coming out when I was creating the music was what's on display now. So Between the Lines, it just made sense.
There's a lot of people out there who are part of the music game. Not everybody creates music. One thing I've come to know about you over the years is that you are, to me, the definition of a creative, because you create music, but you create art and you create all sorts of different things. Just describe a little bit of what your creative process looks like.
It depends on what I'm actually creating. So with music, I just let it flow naturally. I never force it. So because I've been doing it for so long though, if I'm in a situation where I need to make a song, I can just make a song like that.
Okay, so you find ways to draw on what you need.
Yes, basically, yeah.
Okay.
And because I grew up in the church and melodies and all of that, it's just naturally with me, you know what I mean? So yeah.
I have seen from social media in recent months you've had some very exciting collaborations. Tell us about some that are on this project.
So Tinchy Strider,
okay.
he's on the project. I don't think he's ever worked with a Birmingham artist either. So
you created history as well.
Yeah, I think we So yeah, big up Tinchy Strider. We actually have been speaking for a few years now, but it was never about creating music. It was just more kind of building a friendship. And it was just last year that I just said, you know what, bro, you was feeling this tune. Do you want to? And he was like, bro, yeah, let's do it. So then we went to studio and we finished off the song. Because originally it was just the chorus that I had with him. With me, sorry, it was just the chorus. And then I actually went to studio with his producer. He hollered me to go to London and work with his producer. So that's how the tune originally came about. And what I done, he really liked it, and he rang me the next day and he was like, tune's amazing, blah, 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 blah. And then, we just circled back and finished that tune. So, Tinchy Strider, Harvey from Soul Solid Crew. That's my good friend as well.
21 seconds to go. That one.
Yeah. Big up Harvey. That's my big bro, man. So, we've had a friendship for about 2 years as well. And it was just natural, I said to him, you know what, bro? I want this project to reflect on where I'm currently at. And you're like someone that's very present in my life, and we speak all the time, and you're actually my friend, so let's do the song. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. I've also got a local guys on there, Casey Bailey. He's also featured on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that, because we know Casey more as a poet than we tend to think of it. And don't get me wrong, I know rapping is poetry as well, but how did that happen?
So I was just in my creative process, and I just felt like it made sense for me to put this voice on this tune, because I just kind of, the way I do songs, it's kind of like I'm not looking for the name, or you know what I mean, it's not a clout thing, it's more, will this person make sense for what I'm creating?
Yeah.
And I just felt like Casey is very lyrical. He used to MC back in the day, so I already knew he could MC. And yeah, he was just like, yeah, let's do the tune, man. And yeah, we done that one. He killed that as well. So big up Casey.
What's that song about?
It was kind of like, the tune's called Moment of Silence, and it's kind of like displaying our lyrical prowess. I'm even saying the right word, prowess.
Yeah,
lyrical prowess on the
Yeah.
tune. And I wouldn't say that one's a topic based. I think it's more kind of just expressing just bars basically. And yeah, I just felt like it would be good for us to just kind of go back to back, like old school sort of grime vibe. So yeah.
Okay. It sounds exciting to me, so I'm really keen and excited to hear that album.
Yeah.
Have you had a listening party before, or was this your first time?
This was my third one actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've had two prior.
Just explain, like, why a listening party? Because I'm going to be for real. Like, for me, I've only really seen them on Love and Hip Hop on TV. Like, maybe that's just me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you hear them like, oh, we're going to have a listening party.
Yeah.
I've not really been aware of them as like something we do, in the Midlands kind of thing.
No, they don't. It's something that I've just been doing, I know a few artists have had some after I've done, 'cause I've been doing mine for quite a while now.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a concept I got from the Midlands. It was just something I wanted to do. I went to America in 2019, and one of the things that I came back with was I need to start putting on my own events.
Right.
I knew that I had an EP launching, and I wanted to show everybody the project before it. It's kind of to build hype, you know what I mean? So that's the purpose of why I done a listening party. And I feel like it's important for your friends and your family and your close people to know what you've been working on first.
Yeah.
And then they're going to spread the word naturally. So word of mouth is powerful. So that's why I do my listening parties.
Got you, because it is that sort of thing where it's like, who's it for? Is it for people close? Is it for industry? Is it a combination? Okay.
Definitely,
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, I saw this beautiful story the other day. There is a little girl who absolutely loves you and your music.
Yeah.
And you found a way to incorporate her voice into one of your tracks. Tell me about that. How did you find out about her in the first place?
So basically, one of my good friends, he's always telling me my daughter's a big fan. But when people say that to me, it's like, thank you, blah, blah, blah. But when they actually show you like an example, and he sent me a voice note of her basically saying her favourite singer is Michael Jackson and I'm her favourite rapper. I know, and I was just like, wow.
Isn't it? Talk about who to stand next to.
You know what I'm saying? I was
I mean?
like, rah, no pressure. Like, so when I done my listening party, it was like all ages. You can bring your family, your kids, whatever. But I wanted to surprise my friend that I've actually put that voice note in a song on the project. And I didn't say to him, bring her, because I didn't want it to make it bait. Anyway, so we came to the listening party, he didn't bring her. And then I was like, like it really touched him. He was nearly in tears, I ain't gonna lie. He was like, wow, that's crazy. So I just said to him, listen, I've never met your daughter before. We need to meet basically. So I made a plan. I said, what we'll do, I'll sign the CD for her, and then we'll just surprise her basically. So yeah, we done that, and it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah.
I mean, I think I saw part of her reaction when she heard her voice on your track, and it was a bit of disbelief at first, and it was her dad sort of going, no, that's really you, like he's really done that, and she was just it was such a beautiful moment. Just tell me, when you go from being somebody who I'm sure at one point was aspiring to be in the music industry and probably was trying to work out what your career might even look like, to someone who actually has a strong fan base to the point where you can say a fan is I've incorporated that person into my music. How does that make you feel when you think about the journey that you've been on?
You know what, and I'm sure you can relate to this, when you're someone that's just always on the go, you don't actually sit down and reflect and see the journey. So I actually have to think about that now. It's crazy, honestly. It is actually crazy. And what kind of keeps me grounded is I know like there's levels to go to. Do you get what I mean? So I don't ever feel like I've made it. I'm in the industry. I still feel like there's levels to get to. So I'll just keep my head down and just keep working, and just appreciate every moment, appreciate every bit of support, and yeah, just keep going, man.
Nice. What's next? Can you tell us, or is it a secret?
I'm just gonna be promoting this mixtape for now, and you'll see me doing shows. I've put on a London show earlier on in the year. That was my debut London headline show. I've performed in London before, but I'm planning to do a Manchester show.
Okay.
So that's coming next, and obviously Birmingham. I'm not gonna miss my own city out. So
yeah. Do you know what? Props to you for continuing to rep Birmingham. I know it's very tempting for a lot of people in the Midlands to want to migrate towards London because there's often this feeling that you're likely or can do more by being down there.
Yeah.
But you've created such waves and done it from here and made your mark across this country. And I know the world is next. So no, well done to you. We've got one of your tracks. It's called, I'm not going to, do you know which track of yours? Okay, I'm just checking because I'm about to tell you. But what I'd like you to do, please, is introduce your track.
Yes, this is C4. My new mixtape, Between the Lines, is out now. We are playing Call Me, taken from that mixtape.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.